What's up, y'all? Welcome back to an ESPN NFL 2K5 franchise rebuild with the Detroit Lions. We are still undefeated in Season 4, and as you can see here, our bye week is the first thing that's coming up this week. So before anything else, we're going to toss it directly to Chris Berman in the SportsCenter studio to give us all of the updates for week number 7.
This is SportsCenter.
Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Got a lot of games to cover. Let's get at it. In our first game this week, we had the Cardinals run away with a gigantic 22-point win. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Bills pick up their third win of the season. The Falcons generated some decent numbers for a team ranked at the bottom of the league, but they still ended up losing this week. On the east side of the bay in Oakland, we had the Raiders lose by 11. Jake Delhomme passed for 150 yards plus and helped his Panthers beat the 49ers. Over at Paul Brown Stadium, we had the Bengals get squeezed out by 4 points. Bears, Chargers. Antoine Smith would certainly like to help his team get into the end zone. And he's just set 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now looks to bounce outside, does so, gets a block, touchdown, 10 yards. The Bears win this one by the final score of 28-17. The Ravens defense came away with 3 turnovers in their victory at M&T Stadium. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris. Let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Howard is going to find himself with a new club, and he'll be in a new tax bracket too. 4 years, $1.9 million with the Ravens.
The Browns won at home, but will take to the road next week to meet the Eagles. Dawson get another good performance in the win and showed us why he's ranked up at the top of the league. On the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field in Green Bay, we had the Packers squeeze out a 4-point victory. Chiefs, Titans. Shaw, he's split out at the 14-yard line as they look to get 6. Makes the move toward the middle, and a nice catch at the back of the end zone for 6. The Chiefs go on to win this by the final score of 18-14. Joey Harrington threw for 2 touchdowns and helped his Texans beat the Patriots. And last but not least, we had the Rams come away victorious. So let's change things up a bit and turn to a guy that's had his eye on the college game, and that's our own Mel Kiper Jr. He joins us now. Mel, your work never ends, I know. Believe me, I know better than anybody else. But it's never too early to start thinking about next year's draft, is it?
Yeah, no doubt about it. And now that most teams have 7, 8, 9 games under their belt, we're starting to get a pretty good sense for which guys are going to be blue chippers come draft day. Watt is someone I think of right away when I think of the best prospects in college football. 5'7", 248 out of Michigan State. I truly believe that he's the kind of runner that a lot of teams would like to get their hands on at the next level. Teams have keyed on him time and time again in his college career, but he still put up awesome numbers. Erickson is another guy I rate pretty highly. His upper body strength may be unrivaled among all of the offensive line prospects, and he has the nastiness and the great overall technique to be worth investing a high draft pick in. So that'll do it for now, but expect there to be plenty happening between now and April.
So that'll just about do it. But before we go, I'm going to toss out a few game balls to my prime-time players. Each and every one of these men had a week to remember. But that'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
All right, now that SportsCenter is over and we've moved on to week number 9. I did say week number 7 at the beginning of the video. I apologize. It was week number 8. We've got the Kansas City Chiefs coming up for us. We still have Derek Hamilton on the injury report. Only 3 more weeks until we get to open up that cap space for us, and we're very excited about that. Looking over at the Kansas City Chiefs roster, as you saw there, they're having a close to 500 season, led by Patrick Ramsey at quarterback. The former Washington quarterback is now over in Kansas City as the starter. Behind him is Priest Holmes, starting to show some signs of regression. He only has 466 yards and 2 touchdowns through 7 games, I think. Not so great for the veteran running back. On the outside is Dante Hall at wideout, 88 overall. Again, not having the greatest statistical season, only 1 touchdown through 7 games. On the other side of the ball, Scott Fajita has been busy. The 90 overall outside linebacker has 34 tackles, 2.5 sacks so far into the season. And then behind him, Greg Wesley is a 99 overall strong safety, 23 tackles, 2 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 1 interception. As we were going through this roster, this is easily the best safety duo that we've ever gone up against in our 4 seasons with the Lions, but we are the better team. Let's see what happens. Boomer, take it.
Hi, I'm Chris Berman. Ahead on ESPN. For some, it's been a beautiful season. For others, it's been a nightmare. Happy Halloween, everyone. Week 9 of the NFL. I'm Chris Berman. Let's see who came dressed as a winning football team for this one. Kansas City Chiefs, Detroit Lions. This ought to be good.
Hi there, I'm Dan Stevens, and welcome to Ford Field. Here with me in the booth, my longtime associate, Peter O'Keefe. Peter, this game has got a playoff atmosphere with a chance at the #1 spot in the division at stake.
Well, the pressure's on, Dan. You better believe it. Can secure #1 in their division with a win. And with these kind of matchups, it all comes down to rhythm. Whatever team can establish an offensive and defensive rhythm earliest will come away with the win.
Catches it left sideline and is well past the markers for a first down. Holmes gets the toss and runs into traffic. Tackled at the 39. Dennison must be on the wrong page here, way off and incomplete. Ramsey hooks it to the right side, and it's tipped. Incomplete. Dennison makes the catch on the right sideline and is well past the markers for a first down. Ramsey zings it to the right side, and it's off. Incomplete. Holmes takes it for his second carry and takes it upfield. And touchdown.
Priest Holmes took advantage of some really good blocking there. They opened up a hole.
And he's able to cross the line and get a bunch more without... Now the extra point, and it's good. Breeze fires this one over the middle, and it's caught at the 35. Eventually tackled at... Carries it past scrimmage and chews up about 4 on the play. Brought down at the 49. Carr gets the ball on 3rd down and searches for a hole. Stopped at the 47. First down. Breeze throws a big high lob, and it's complete at the 24. Hunted down at the 22. Foster goes right up the middle, heads out right. Brought down hard at the 9. It'll be 1st and goal. Breeze throws this one on a rope, and it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. Foster carries carries this one off to the right and chews up about 4 on the play. Breeze throws a bullet to the flat, and the reception's made at the 7. Tackled at the 2. Kozlowski was in on the tackle. That will bring up 4th and goal. Casey from 19 yards, and it's good. Dennison goes in motion. Catches this one and is well past the markers for a first down. Thomas tackles him behind the line of scrimmage. They couldn't connect on this one. Incomplete. Ramsey throws a beauty to the right side, and it's intercepted. Tackled at the 41.
Hamilton timed his jump perfectly on that last play to pick off the pass.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first Sims crushes him behind the line. Breeze zips it to the left sideline, and it's caught at the 46. Brought down at the 47. And that'll do it for quarter number 1. The Chiefs are out in front. Taylor makes the sack just behind the line. That will bring up 4th down. Number 86 goes in motion.
He's broken the 11,000-yard mark. As you can see, he is one of the best in action.
Holmes takes it off the toss and runs into traffic. Stop at the 36. Holmes catches the lob in the middle and tries to get free.
Bring him out. Bring him out. Bring out the chain. No first, baby. No first.
Rodgers makes a tough catch, and he picks up 9. Glover gains 3 yards, and that brings up first down. Armstrong gets the sack way back at the 24-yard line. Breeze lobs this one way over the middle, and it's tipped. Incomplete. Walters catches the bullet out left, and they get the first on 3rd and long. Breeze makes the throw after the play action fake, and it falls incomplete. Foster gains 3 yards, and that will bring up 3rd down. Number 94 sacks him way back at the 40. It'll be 4th down. Slides down at the 41. Hall catches it over the middle and is well past the markers for a first down. Will get the carry on first down and heads upfield. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. It will be first down. Holmes carries it for a 3rd time in a row, and Hall didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete. 4th down coming up.
occurs.
Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Badly misses this one to the right.
Vegas mounts a kick here that's not a shorty, but isn't that long either.
Boy, that has got to rattle him. Woods hammers the receiver and forces him to drop the ball. Incomplete. Breeze unloads this to the right sideline, and it's tipped. Incomplete. Williams. The Lions take their first. Breeze throws a bullet to the flat, and it's caught at the 47, forced out at the 42. Richards catches the heater left. The Lions will take a time. Breeze passes a high, long one, and it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete.
Guys 5'8", 5'9" back there, but again, that was back in my day.
A different era, as you like to point out. Second down from the shotgun. The Lions take a timeout. Breeze makes the pass, and it's caught for the score.
Walters faces down 2 defenders and comes away with the football. Oh, nice catch.
That's his first. Here's the extra point, and it's good. And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Lions with a small lead, 10-7. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer?
Okay, Dana, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. Welcome, everybody, to the ESPN Halftime Show. I'm Chris Berman. Now we'll look at our halftime comparison. And as you can see, total yards definitely tell the story thus far. The Lions should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponent hang with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. Now, let's check out the undisputed halftime hero of the first half. Drew Brees has played outstanding. And now let's return to the second half with Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe.
Thanks, Chris.
We'll try to do better in the second half. Pretty unusual to hear a coach say that in the middle of a game, but we'll see how they do. Back to you, Dan.
Susie, thank you. Breeze throws a bullet to the flat, and the reception is made for a pickup of maybe a yard. Tackled at the 25. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you. Holmes is at the 15, and he's in for the touchdown.
Priest Holmes finds the hole on this one and gains some good yardage. Wow, great blocking on that play.
That was his second run. Now the extra point, and it's good. Sims sacks him back at the 24-yard line. Breeze throws this one right sideline, and it's caught at the 46. Finally stopped at the 50. First down. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you. Woods puts a lick on the receiver and separates him from the ball. Incomplete. Breeze throws it to the left sideline. And the ball's caught at the 29. Chased down at the 26. It will be first down.
But right here, height was working.
Foster chews up 4 yards, and that brings up second down. Breeze passes this one after the play action, and it's caught for the score.
Lane has great follow-through on this play. Check out how he almost drops it, but then finally gets a hold of it. Boy, he was lucky that he tipped it to himself. Oh, that's a tremendous catch. It took...
Now the point after, and it's good. Lane tackles him behind the line of scrimmage. Bailey gets the sack at the 38. No good. Incomplete. It'll be fourth down. Foster catches it in the flat and is at the 35. Stopped at the 40. Carr has his number called on second down and barely picks up the first down. Foster gains 3 yards, and that brings up second down. Breeze throws a heater right sideline, and it's intercepted.
Henry, that's why you think twice before throwing a pass in his neighborhood. Watch. Great presence of mind to try for the...
Holmes catches it in the flat and tries to get free. Brought down at the 48.
Reese Holmes made the grab back there and then tacked on a few more. Nice play.
Ramsey throws a bullet to the flat and is caught at the 48. Hunted down at the 38. That will bring up first down. Thomas makes a play on this and forces the incompletion. Ramsey fires this one over the middle, and it's incomplete. It's intercepted. Tackled at the 29.
Well, it's all about getting in position to make the grab, and watch here. Oh, that's perfect position.
Well, that's their second interception of the game, and Foster carries it off the toss and takes it upfield. Eventually runs out of bounds at the 49. First down. Fujita gets the sack way back at the 44. Second down with the tight end right. Foster is at the 45. Foster gains a bunch on the play, and that brings up third down. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Lions with a small lead, 17-14. Carr takes the handoff and gets past the line. Brought down at the 34. First down. Is at the 20. Finally dropped at the 14. That will bring up first down. Carr takes his fourth carry of the game and maybe picks up one on the play. Foster cruises out to the left side and gets in for the score.
Nice gain on this baby. Look at him eat up the yardage here.
Peter, that will put a touchdown in his stat column. Here's the point after, and it's good. Richardson goes in motion. Takes this one way out left and picks up a couple. Holmes gets the call again and heads out right. Tackled at the 26.
That's how to get it done on the ground.
Balls in the pass, and they convert on third down. Ramsey throws the bomb here, and the ball's loose. Coach Mariucci is not happy with that call, and he's going to challenge it.
Well, Dan, we've got to see if the receiver established possession before he lost the ball. Remember, he has to have full control of it. Well, it doesn't look like he had possession, Dan. I'd call it an incompletion and overturn it.
He likes the call, and you sort of have a feeling that he knew it all along. Holmes picks up the... Holmes catches the lob over the middle and is at the foot. Ramsey sings it to the right side, and Holmes gets the call on first down and heads upfield. Holmes will get the carry on second down and stiff arms his way to a first down. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you. This one will fall incomplete. Ramsey dumps it out left, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete. This pass will fall harmlessly to the ground, and it's incomplete. That will bring up fourth down. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you. Vega kicks from 39 yards out, and this one is up and in. They're setting up for the onside kick. Vega bounces it up. Hamilton gathers it up at the 46.
Look at the numbers generated on the ground. That is impressive.
Carr will take the handoff and heads left. Stopped at the 45. Carries it for the 12th time and picks up a couple. The Chiefs. Glover gets the toss and runs into traffic. The Chiefs will take a timeout. That's their second. Second down. The clock is stopped at 1:47. It's the call on second down. The Chiefs take a timeout. That's their final one. Carr has his number called on third down and gets the first down. The clock continues to run.
Well, that loss will bring up third down, but they can't be too worried.
The Lions come out on top, 24-17. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
Okay, Dan, thank you very much. And let's welcome all of you back to the studio. I'm Chris Berman here to bring you our ESPN Video Games post-game wrap-up. The Lions stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Now let's talk to a player who was instrumental in their dominant running game and is our player of the game. Deshaun Foster is on the sidelines with Susie Calvert. Susie?
Thank you, Chris. You excelled under pressure today, and you won a close game today. What was the key to your success?
You know what? This team believes in each other, and we believe in what we're trying to accomplish. Fortune just smiled on us today, and we were able to triumph in the end.
Chris, back to you.
With that, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. I'm Chris Berman. Have a great night.
Well, we certainly had all we could handle in the Kansas City Chiefs, but we score in every single frame, and we come out with the victory by a score of 24-17 to remain undefeated in this fourth season of the rebuild. Drew Brees had 228 yards, 2 touchdowns, but also 2 interceptions, but Patrick Ramsey only had those 2 interceptions. Deshaun Foster was huge for us. Once again, Deshaun really coming into his own in the season where we really needed him to play like the elite running back that he is. He had 110 yards and another touchdown. I feel like he's got a lot of touchdowns this season. We haven't looked at how many so far, but Deshaun has certainly been scoring the ball a whole bunch of times. Very split wide receiver distribution today. Charles Rogers had 55 yards on 3 catches. Roy Williams had 52 yards on 3 catches. I believe it was Lane who had a touchdown reception, and I think it was Dewey. It was either Dewey or Ben Watson. It was one of our tight ends that got that other reception in the end zone as well. Flipping over to the defensive side of the ball, Sparks and Farmer doing some work out of the secondary, but you can see all of those Kansas City Chiefs that had 7 or 6 total tackles. Flipping it over to assist, it was Sparks and Bailey leading the way. Boss Bailey had 4 solo tackles and 2 assists on the day as well, and then a bunch of guys with just 1 sacks. A lot of sacks spread out for the Kansas City Chiefs, and 1 for Boss Bailey, so one of his solo tackles was also a sack coming off of that outside linebacker position. His speed certainly helps with that. I don't even think it was a user sack. I think it was a computer sack. And then Teddy Lehman having the most balls batted away. And of course, our interceptions were both made by Sam Hamilton. Sam Hamilton, man, I love him in that strong safety position. He gets interceptions. He makes awesome plays on the defensive end of the ball. Definitely one of the best picks we've made so far. So we're going to be back into conference play next time we come around against the Green Bay Packers. They're 5-3. We're 8-0. We have an undefeated record to try and defend. You got to think at some point we might lose, but I'm going to try and hold it off for as long as we can. First overall in the power rankings, let's send it to Chris one more time for our Week 9 SportsCenter.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Chris Berman. Well, let's get straight to the action. In our first game this week, we had the Raiders come away with a 7-point win. The Seahawks won this contest and will now move to 3rd place in the NFC West. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Packers win their 5th game of the season. Starvin' Marvin Harrison stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Steve Air McNair airmailed 350-plus yards and helped his Titans beat the Cardinals. In the Queen City, Cincinnati, we had the Bengals lose by 6 points. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris. Let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Carpenter will be on the move. You see it there. He'll be getting a nice little payday, too. 4 years, $5.0 million, plus a $1.5 million signing bonus. Chris Crocker is on the move as well as he signs a 3-year contract with the Ravens. This week had some big injuries, and we'll get to all of them, but we're going to start right here. Zach Thomas might be the biggest loss on this list. It's a broken arm, and the doctors are saying he'll be out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. On to the serious news of the week. Glover had to be placed on injured reserve, so he'll be on the sidelines for the rest of the year. Just a key blow to the heart of this defense. So that'll do it for now. Boomer, back to you.
Browns, Eagles. Trent Green calls signals at the 12-yard line. He's so dangerous, buying time, moves out of the pocket, fires, touchdown. The Browns go on to win this by the final score of 24-20. Down in Texas Stadium, we had the Cowboys win this one to the tune of 13 points. The 49ers defense came away with 3 turnovers in their victory at New Orleans. The Ravens won at home and will have time to savor the victory as next week is their bye. The Rams won this contest but will stay at the second place in the NFC West. DJ Williams had another good performance in the win and showed us why he's ranked up at the top of the league. Deshaun Foster ate up over 100 yards on the ground and helped his Lions beat the Chiefs. And last but not least, we had the Jets come away victorious. So we're more or less at the midpoint of our season, things starting to take shape just a bit in our playoff race. Here's the men that got my prime-time players game balls. If they get their way, we will see them come postseason. Right. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.